Hello.
So,
That was a really poor intro. We're roll with it.
we can't
We've
do
done
intros.
far too many of these. We can't do intros. You have no intros. Nah. The grumpy vapors.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to be reviewing two Atomizers today for you. The first one is going to be the TVF8 from Smok, the Cloud Beast, and the second.
It's the Eagle. I don't have a pretty picture of it on the box, so I'll just show you this. Eagle by Geekvape.
It's much better than a pretty picture on a box.
Yeah.
Absolutely. First of all, we're going to run through some pros and cons with you. Then we'll let you know if we're going to go out and buy one, and we'll let you know whether or not the grumpy vapors approve.
Yeah.
Shall
I
we
shall
go?
start with the Eagle.
You shall.
Recommended retail price $29.99, which is not bad.
I think that's pretty reasonable. I mean, less than 30 quid for a
Yeah.
decent cloud chasing
Yeah,
atomizer.
It
I mean,
chucks the clouds, so
it's ridiculous.
yeah. It comes with what were these? They were staple Claptons.
Yeah, staple Claptons. I'd say what? Yeah, no, it's a staple Clapton.
Staple Clapton's a standard one. That's a single coil coil head. It also comes with the dual coil head, which I got in here.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are at 0.2 ohms.
I mean, it looks as though they're rebuildable.
Yeah.
That was the other thing we wanted to bring up around the Geekvapes Eagle, is they do look to be rebuildable. If you look on the close-up here, you can see that they actually have two little hex screws on top of the posts on the deck.
Yeah.
However, we can't seem to find. We've tried all of my tools.
Yeah.
We can't seem to find a hex adapter that will fit. So whether or not, I mean, if we can find one, then we'll post up another little ditty about rebuilding on it.
It doesn't say that it's rebuildable.
It doesn't say it's rebuildable, though it looks rebuildable. So,
and it would be a good feature to have as well.
It would be.
I would.
Absolutely.
I like that feature.
Mm-hmm.
It's top fill, so just unscrew the top, put your liquid in.
Yeah.
You do have to close off the adjustable wicking.
So you can adjust the amount of e-liquid that comes through into the tank. So these little holes here, little silver bits here. So as he turns it, it'll block off or open, which is nice, I suppose. Really, I mean, if you're not massively into the whole the clouds all the time, you can turn down the amount of juice that you're going to burn and get a normal production of vapor. So that's nice.
Yeah. The best thing about this though is the clouds and the flavour. I mean, I'm vaping strawberry milkshake by Gentleman's Vapes, and it is amazing with amazing clouds. I had this on the RX200, currently on charge, and it just chucks the clouds.
I mean, even on he's got the E-Leaf iPower there from Totally Wicked, and I mean that goes up to 80 watts. It's just an everyday little vape machine, but it really works as well as a mod. Even with the huge Eagle, chucking out the clouds, it's something else. It really is.
One of the cons I found about this is it gets insanely hot. I mean, granted, I was running at say 100 watts on the RX200, but it got so hot that I couldn't even put it to my mouth to vape.
That being said, I mean, you say about it being on 100 watts. I mean, these things are rated between 100 to 150 watts. So
it's supposed to run that.
You're supposed to run that hot. So they need some source of better cooling. I mean, you will get a lot of that with the tank because the heat can't dissipate as fast as it would with a dripper. But at the same point, it's still
it's really,
still a fantastic tank.
But so that's the only con I could find. No tools.
No tools to rebuild the deck, but it doesn't state it is rebuildable. But if you can rebuild them, include some tools.
Yeah, and if anyone watching this knows what size they are, get back to us so we can actually rebuild it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'll do another video of a nice little rebuild on it.
Yeah, and I'll put parallel coil or something in there, just jazz it up a bit.
Jazz it up. Who doesn't like to jazz things up?
It comes with spare tank, O-rings, 510 drip tip adapter. And the two coils, and that's about it. Nice and simple. Not even any instructions, to be honest.
You don't really need them. I mean, you put it together and vaped pretty much instantly. It was very much a pull out the box.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Pop the coil in, away you go.
Yeah. So I really rate this.
No. And now we're going to move on to the TVF8 from Smok, which is this bad boy. I've been vaping this probably for the past 4 or 5 hours now. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but I'll explain why. we'll go for the good stuff first of all. It's got a 6mm tank and it comes with 3 coils. So the coils it comes with, you've got the octuple coil, so that's the 8 coil head, which is 1.5 ohms, 0.15 ohms, sorry. Then you've got the quadruple coil head, again at 0.15 ohms. And then you've got, which I've got on here, which is what they call the exclusive turbo RBA, which we rebuilt with some Clapton builds. The flavour is ridiculous. I'm vaping, there's the coils. I'm actually vaping mixed fruit from Gentleman's Vapes, and the flavour is just something else. It's like nothing else I've ever got from any other tank, bar one, which was the Ultimo with the ceramic coils. This is probably the only thing that matches this for flavour. It comes with plenty of spare parts. We'll actually go into these now. So the spare parts side of things, it comes with, you got your 2 vape bands as usual, because with the Smok, with the top opening, having a little band around there helps. So I seem to include those now a lot.
So it doesn't pop open in your pocket and just spill juice all down your leg.
Exactly that. It also comes with a bag. You've got some grub screws in there, a few extra O-rings and such. And the adapter there to add a 510 drip tip, which is nice because not everybody likes a wide bore. I do. He does. Not everyone does. Including some organic cotton as well from Smok, which is nice because obviously being rebuildable with the RBA, you need your cotton. Spare glass, and this one does in fact come with. Can I have a drum roll? At all. Like the most anticlimactic drum roll in history. It comes with a tool. That really is a good sign. If you're going to build it, just include tools. It's a cheap Allen key, but it makes grumpy people like us happy. This is my happy face. Happy face. That is unfortunately all I can say good about this tank. The Smok TVF8. Fantastic flavour, fantastic clouds. However, it leaks. It is ridiculously leaky. I've probably gone through about 30 ml of liquid today. 20 ml of that has probably come out of the airflow holes. It is ridiculous. The reason behind it is, and I'll show you on here, this is the quad coil. So you can see there's the quad coil. It looks fantastic, looks nice, looks shiny. However,
massive coil.
It is a huge coil. I mean, it sort of try and put something into comparison. A little 10ml bottle here from Gentleman's Vapes of the mixed fruit. It's almost half the size. It's basically half the size of the bottle. Yeah. So I mean, the coils are huge, but they leak. I'll try to get my words out there. They leak, and it's unfortunately down. This little bit comes off here to the poor build quality. I mean that is the build quality of the leads, and you can see there they just sort of sit on the side of the rubber.
You can even see the rubber around it is not perfect.
Yeah, the rubber around it isn't even either, which can be straightened out. I mean, the leads again can be shortened or clipped back a little bit to make sure there's a seal, but you shouldn't have to do that with such a huge expensive tank. I mean, this tank comes in at $33.99 online, which is the cheapest we could find it at. $33.99. I'd want my coils not to have any work done to them. I want to just be able to slap it in, blow clouds. The coils themselves, they are very good. They are extremely good for chucking clouds out. I mean, they throw out the vapour like nobody's business. However, again, the leaking really puts me off. I don't want to have to keep cleaning my tank and I've been vaping this on the RX 200S, and it really hasn't worked for me at all. I mean, everything's sticky. My hands are covered in liquid. There are a few other little points and things. For example, I'd like to see adjustable juice flow through to the coil.
Maybe that will reduce the amount of juice going through and then down onto your mod.
Exactly that. You might be able to, you can adjust that round, just like a nice little slidey bit, like the Eagle has. The seals and the threads on these are rubbish. They're so stiff. We tried to change the coil out earlier, and it took 3 of us to have a go to try and undo this coil once it had snapped itself into place. To try and undo this coil, it just wouldn't open. The threads were very loose, they're very sloppy. It's not a great build quality, which is not something really you would expect from Smok. I mean, Smok are a fantastic production of atomizers. They produce atomizers for days.
Yeah, for days.
For days. They produce really good atomizers. But the issue that I have with this is I think they've just sort of gone out and gone, yeah, let's just build one that blows massive clouds. Let's skimp on this, skimp on that. They shouldn't have skimped.
In the TVF8,
yeah,
that was a good atomizer.
Yeah, the TVF8
I think they've tried
was good.
to outdo that with this, and it hasn't quite worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe just include octuple colour coils for the TVF8.
That's a possibility. I mean, it does vape lovely. I'm going to have a quick vape now. I mean, it pulls through, it's smooth, the flavour is just unreal. It's cool. I mean, I'm vaping this in at 100 watts on the RX200S at 4.8 volts at 2.3 ohms. And it is...
I think it was 0.23. Yeah, went 2.23 ohms.
Well, it's 0.23.
Yeah, you said 2.3.
Why being like it? He always does this to me. So mean. So a vape on it.
I would vape this, but battery's dead, so...
Plus I'm reviewing this one,
yeah.
Not that one. So let's have a quick vape on this, because I'm going to have to edit this, so I'm trying to do it the same every time, but he ruins it.
Right.
So let's have a quick vape on this. Great flavour. I mean, the flavour on that, I mean, here, have a vape on that. The flavour is fantastic. I mean, there's so much pull, so much flavour. The vapour production is...
clouds.
Cloudy. You know, it is cloudy with a chance of no meatballs, because they'd already been vaporised by the size of the coils. As a grumpy vapor, it takes a lot to please me, and it doesn't, unfortunately. Which brings me on to the next bit. TVF8, would I go out tomorrow and buy one? No, not even close. I'd rather spend £30 on the Eagle or the Ultimo from Totally Wicked. I mean, the Ultimo with the ceramic coil gives the same flavour production, slightly less cloud production, but it's not a cloud chaser. This is supposed to be a cloud chaser, and I can't chase clouds. I've got no liquid left in it. So for me, it's a no. I wouldn't go out and buy one. The Eagle.
I would definitely go out and buy the Eagle. Being a strictly dripper person, I like to drip. I like the flavour that drippers produce. I like building my own coils. Eagle, I would go out and get one.
Yeah, and me. I mean, vaping on the Eagle. I mean, the production on it, we'll stick on the RX because the eye leaf has run out now. But we'll stick it on the RX200 so you can see the production from the vapour on this. And it is unreal. I mean, it is a huge tank. I mean, look at the size of that thing. I mean, that's definitely what she said. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. I mean, it looks nice. The production's nice. I love the clicky airflow on the top. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it. It's just...
Yeah, it clicks into place, so when it's in your pocket or whatever, you're not going to have to adjust it every time you pull it out.
No, absolutely. No one wants to adjust every time they pull out.
One thing I don't like about that is when you're screwing it onto the mod,
yeah,
it spins because of the
adjustable juice flow. But vaping it in 100 watts, so it's beautiful. Yeah. Like that's such a nice flavour. The flavour production is immense. The clouds are, I mean, again, it's a cloud chaser, but I mean the clouds are something else, really are. And the flavour really comes. I mean, you're vaping gentleman's vapes, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing the strawberry milk. So I mean, can I recommend these two? No. Can I recommend one? Yeah, the Eagle. That's it, really. I mean, as the grumpy vapors, I would say the Eagle, in my opinion, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4.5 maybe.
4.5 maybe.
I never got on with tanks.
I would like to see a better screw down option with the adjustable airflow. Maybe a click system for the airflow.
Yeah.
The TVF8, 2 stars. One because it produces such good flavour, and one because it's a big size tank. Loses stars for everything else, unfortunately. So. Yeah, thanks for joining in, and join us for the next one.
As the Eagle said,
caw-caw! Indeed.